Hey everyone, Chisler Beauty here. Today I've got a really fun tutorial for you because I've created two different designs using the same stamping plate, one stamping polish, and three regular polishes. So let's get started. The three polishes I picked were Low Maintenance, China Glaze My Lodge Are Yours, and China Glaze Chic Happens. The stamping plate that I used was Modern Masterpiece M217 by Maniology, and Straight Up Black, which is a stamping polish. For this first look, I decided to go with Chic Happens on my index and pinky, and I did 2 coats. Giving a tip here, when working with metallic polishes, try not to overwork the polish, otherwise you can get brush strokes. On my middle finger, I did 2 coats of My Lodge Are Yours. This is a pretty smooth application. As you can see here, I didn't have enough up on the brush, so I just went back in. And then on the second coat, as you can see, pretty creamy, no problems. This is from an older fall collection. I did 3 coats of Low Maintenance on my ring finger. Now I do want to state that this polish can be a little bit runny or pulley sometimes, so to combat that, what you can do is you can flip your hand upside down to kind of help level out the polish if that happens. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to be doing some dry brushing. So I'm going to turn my finger so that you can see this, and I'm going in doing a dry brush technique with Low Maintenance first, and you want to kind of scrape off as much as you possibly can. If you scrape off too much, you can go back in and get more off the bottle head, but I did some on-screen cleanup, as you can see, because I got some on my skin. And then I go in with the Chic Happens. Now I just kind of go back and forth to what I actually like. This is a very easy technique, so you don't have to have an expert skill at this. On my ring finger, I'm going to go with Chic Happens first, going in a downward diagonal motion. And then I'm going to take My Lodge Are Yours and go in an upward diagonal, so it almost looks like they're meeting in the middle. Now we're going to start some stamping. So I'm going to go in with my black stamping polish, scrape, roll the stamper, and then I'm going to place this on my middle finger. So with this, I kind of like the design where it had like a flower. So I wanted to try something a little bit different. I then go after this leaf image that I was going to place on top of my ring finger, but I kind of set it a little bit at a different angle because I want to go back in for these spots, which I'm going to place underneath the leaves, I guess you would say. I don't know what kind of leaves, but they're leaves. I'm going to be doing a full-size image, so before that I'm going to put some cuticulate nail tape down around my index finger just to make sure that the stamping polish doesn't land on my skin around it. And then I'm going to go after this squiggly line image. I thought it was kind of interesting and unique, not something I normally pick, and then from there I'm just going to kind of place it down. Now with this though, I am going to do some on-screen and cleanup so you can see how I clean up my nails with 100% acetone. I just kind of go around, and then from there I'm going to peel off the cuticle tape. Let me know if you like peeling off cuticle tape or liquid latex. Once everything is dried, I then go in with my smudge-free top coat. This is a water-based top coat to help prevent the smearing of stamping polish, especially black stamping polish. After my smudge-free is completely dried, I then go in with my favorite top coat. You can choose whatever top coat you like. I just like the one from Super Chic Lacquer because it leaves my nails plump, glossy, and I have a pretty good wear time with it as well. So I just kind of go in. Make sure that you also wrap your tips as well, especially for prolonged wear time. So what did you think? This is not normally a type of color palette that I normally go with because I'm not really into neutrals. However, after the holidays, I needed some serious palette cleansing after all of the glitter and the red and the green and the blues. So I'm kind of relieved that I went with this type of color choice. Now onto the second design. On the second design, I decided to go with Low Maintenance on my index finger, and I used 2 coats. Did 2 coats of My Lodge Are Yours by China Glaze on my middle and pinky. When picking out the 2 creams, I decided to go with 2 colors that were similar to each other with the same type of undertone, but one was lighter and the other one was darker. And I did 2 coats of Chic Happens on my ring and thumb. I decided on Chic Happens because of the fact that it has a purple undertone or a cool undertone to this silver metallic. So for my index finger, I decided to go back with the dry brush method. However, I didn't want to go at a diagonal. Instead, I'm going to do this upward motion with Maniology or yours. And then afterward, I'm going to go in with Chic Happens on the other side. So it looks like it has like this dual effect with the two tones kind of overlapping each other. Once the polish dries, I'm then going to stamp over this. I decided to go after these 3 lines and act as if they were gonna look like stitching. At first I didn't know where to place this stamp, but then I was like, oh, let me put it in the middle, I guess, since this is technically abstract. I did stamp some other dots, but unfortunately I didn't record that, like a dingus. On my middle finger, I decided to use this somewhat looking geographical squiggly design, and I don't know why, but for some reason it just caught my eye. For my ring finger, I'm going to place down a blob of polish, and you can make whatever type of blob or design you want. After that dries, I'm going to go in for this lady, Chic, and I'm going to stamp her right in the middle, just so that she's kind of like the center stage of this design. Once my polish is completely dry, I then go in with my smudge-free top coat just to make sure that my stamping does not smear, since again, this is black stamping polish and it does have a high tendency to do that before I put down my regular top coat. After my smudge free is completely dried, I wait a few minutes and then I can go in with my Super Chic Lacquer quick drying top coat. I love this stuff. It has a great wear time. Make sure to wrap your tips as well so you have prolonged wear, but I think this manicure would even look really cool if it was matte. If you're looking for a good matte top coat, try Essie Matte About You. Everything that I used will be in the description box below. I'm curious, did you like these manicures? Are you gonna recreate them? If you watch the full video, leave me an emoji that would be something abstract to you. You can choose whatever you want in the comment section. I love seeing your responses. Thank you for subscribing and saying subscribed. I have some playlists you can check out at the end of the video. Until then, take care and stay chilly.